support his family for the rest of their lives. And we've made the biggest fight in history. So 128 million people would disagree with you that it wasn't something amazing.
Crawford, his composure gonna be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo.
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. He's
But in weight classes,
the most composed guy. And what, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
No, like, I get excited when, I don't know why, I get excited when I talk about Canelo like I used to get excited about Pacquiao.
Really?
You know, I used to get so excited, like, man, I'm gonna be able to fight Pacquiao.
In a recent interview featuring Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, the message came through loud and clear. Canelo has every reason to be concerned. Crawford's speed isn't just fast, it's electric. His timing is razor sharp, and his accuracy is clinical.
Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter, and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Earl Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I think Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 168.
Add to that an undefeated record across multiple weight classes and the kind of knockout power that can end a fight with a single shot, and you've got a serious threat. The interviewer didn't sugarcoat it. He emphasized that these aren't overstatements, they're facts. He cautioned Canelo that underestimating ability to pick apart his strategy and land clean. Punishing shots could be a grave mistake against someone like Crawford. Even famed durability and high ring IQ might not be enough to carry him through.
You kill me with your bare hands?
I could. I'll choke you out.
Wow.
True.
Wow. You both went, yeah. like you want to right now.
You want me to lie you?
Wow.
No.
Both of you like, bang, yeah. Yeah, right now.
For sure.
You could, right?
Definitely.
You could kill me with just...
Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you kill me out of interest?
Use one punch.
Really?
Yeah. Because, let me tell you why. Because you don't used to getting here, so...
You've no idea about my father.
Oh, well, I don't know, but
I grew up with two brothers. Trust me.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 60.
You're going to sleep. He said I'm 60. You're going to sleep.
Mate, I'm sparred with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, sparred.
There's a video.
We talk about bare knuckles, you're going to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Canelo Alvarez, the interview. Both fighters opened up about their motivations, preparations, and mental focus as they geared up for a clash to determine undisputed super middleweight supremacy. Canelo Alvarez, ever calm and collected, highlighted the strength of his team and the relentless work ethic that has defined his career. He acknowledged that this fight is unlike any other, a true test against an opponent who relies not on raw power.
Come fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter, and our intentions are gonna be pure, but at the same time, it's not gonna be friendly, so I think you can be, cordial in building a fighter.
I mean, I'm impressed that you can do this.
Professionals, we've been doing this
No,
for a long
I
time.
get it, but I also know there's a reality.
Power, but on exceptional speed, sharp technique, and elite level defense. On the other side, Terence Crawford gave credit where it was due, recognizing S devastating power and deep experience. He made one thing he wasn't coming in afraid, confident and unapologetic. Crawford spoke about his ability to manage distance, pick his shots with precision, and systematically break down even the most dangerous opponents. At one point in the exchange, Crawford issued a chilling warning, "You're going to sleep." It was a reminder that both men carry fight-ending power, and when the bell rings,
Got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev
We have to
was
respect the
older.
power of
And he
Canelo.
does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power. But all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too.
Anything can happen. The interview took a sharp turn as pointed questions were raised about each fighter's vulnerabilities, particularly whether Canelo Alvarez, famed for his toughness and durability, should be concerned about Terence Crawford's unique tactical arsenal. Host Piers Morgan stirred the pot by suggesting that, in this matchup, Canelo might actually be the underdog, a claim that added an extra layer of tension.
Fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be
to the already high-stakes showdown. Despite the pressure, Canelo's composure never cracked. His unwavering focus and calm demeanor reflected a champion unfazed by the noise. Crawford, however, took a different route, leaning into psychological warfare. He hinted that his game runs far deeper than what the public has seen so far.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Oh, because you're talking about Crawford. He's the
weight classes.
The most composed guy. And what, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No, he's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have. And to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power, he carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. But a guy who has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out.
Suggesting that Canelo isn't just facing a skilled boxer, but a strategist ready to dismantle him on every level. In one of the most telling moments of their recent interview, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez were asked to calculate their chances of winning. Without hesitation, Crawford declared a confident 70% in his favor. It wasn't the boast, it was the calm.
Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so young. What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because if you beat him, you wanna be the best in the world. At 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience. He's so smart. He have everything in a fighter. A complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
I think
was?
I tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys.
Deliberate response of an elite athlete who has visualized success and believes in the depth of his preparation. His tone wasn't cocky but grounded, the kind of assurance that comes from years of flawless execution inside the ring. Canelo responded just as decisively. He acknowledged Crawford's 30% chance but followed it with a subtle warning. A championship mindset on full display. Even 1% is enough, he said, pointing out that in boxing, nothing is guaranteed, and the smallest edge can change.
I like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, we have divisions. You know what I mean?
Right, weight classes.
Yeah, weight classes.
For a reason.
Weight classes for and Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight. But I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power, and 3 more divisions, two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination of punches, but I think the weight class is
change everything with that statement. Canelo reminded everyone why he's remained at the top of the sport for so long. Confidence is key. Yes, but so is respect for the danger that lies across the ring. This exchange was more than just numbers. It revealed the mental warfare that parallels the physical contest. Crawford clearly believes that the odds lean heavily in his favor. He's studied Canelo, dissected his habits, and formulated a plan he trusts.
All right, Crawford, pound for pound #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power.
To him, this isn't just a shot. At Glory, it's a calculated step toward redefining boxing history. That 70% wasn't a guess, it was a projection of how thoroughly he expects to control the fight. With his footwork, timing, and adaptability, Canelo, on the other hand, thrives. In moments like this, his response was rooted in the knowledge that fights aren't won on paper or through predictions, they're won through execution, toughness, and seizing the moment. He's faced elite fighters and upset expectations before.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that favor Canelo is that is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't.
Or his belief that even a 1% chance is enough speaks volumes about his grit. For Canelo, all he needs is an opening 1 lapse. One mistake from Crawford and the tide can shift in an instant. Their contrasting responses also underscored a deeper truth. Both men understand what's at stake. This isn't just about titles or rankings, it's about legacy. It's about who gets remembered as the fighter who dared to cross divisions, who took on the best available opponent at the peak.
All the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that, Canelo.
Speak of his powers and who emerged victorious. Each fighter knows that a win here cements his place among the sport's all-time greats. A loss, meanwhile, doesn't just